Hey guys, what's up here? This is Alan Skipper King, and today I'm coming at you with another review or a rant. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Muppets show that ABC won. So the Muppets have a new show, and it is pretty darn good. I love it. It's fucking hilarious. Now, what I love about this show is that it doesn't do what a lot of people are scared to do, in which it takes an old thing and it basically updates it. So it makes all the characters, grow up. I love that aspect because it makes the show feel alive. It makes the show have personalities and meaning to it. And I watched about 3 episodes, and I love it. I love the comedy. Although sometimes the comedy is a bit kind of like depending on how you like it. Because since it is the Muppets, it's kind of weird. I mean, it's like seeing Elmo like with adult topics, adult kings. But the comedy isn't too out there. There are some things like the 3rd episode, like they were like drinking and stuff like that. But it's not overly out there, like you never really see them like drinking shots or anything like that. But I love the show, and the storyline is basically simple. The whole show kind of revolves around like this, the Office kind of scenario, like the show The Office, where basically kind of like basically Miss Piggy has like this new TV show, and basically Kermit and the Muppets, are like Kermit's like the CEO, or like he's like the company manager. It's like the Office show. Like they help make the show, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty entertaining. So I love this show. If I was to rate this show, I'd probably get a 9 out of 10 because number one, that's just me. But I love puppets. Like I have a thing for like puppets in real life. I just always find that funny. And the Muppets is an old franchise, and it is so cool to see them like brought up in modern like media and stuff like that. But it's not overly, the comedy's not overly cheesy. It's actually well balanced. Like there's a good balance of adult humor and creative humor too. The show still has an identity, and the identity is the Muppets identity. Like, just goofy, silly Muppet stuff. Like it's kind of really hard to explain the Muppets comedy, but it sticks true to the it sticks true to the original source. The problems that I did have with the show, there are very few, but there are some like forced comedy adult themes. Some of them just felt a little forced, especially in the 3rd episode with the whole drinking thing. And there was a really clever line like in the 2nd episode of the first one where we're talking about Kermit's new girlfriend, where basically they like had sex already. He said something about like a cross examination or something, but it was really creative. Like the writing is really clever, and I think that's what I like about it so much. And just a side note, I hate when people, and I looked online, and some people really don't like this show because they say like, oh, it's the Muppets, it's supposed to be kids, and that's the problem. Like let's be creative. I like when shows do this, when they try to be creative and different. I mean, that's what everybody expects you to do. Everybody expects you to make the new Muppets. It's the same exact thing. But it's 2015. Create it. Make it new, And I like what they did. They took the old Muppets and basically made them older. And that's basically what it is. And it's fucking awesome. They're still the same characters. They still goof off and do goofy things. And the chef, the cook, and Kermit's all like, it's fucking hilarious. Like, I love this show. So I give this show probably a 9 out of 10. Good writing, really good, just entertaining show. The cameos of celebrities like Jay Leno and freaking Elizabeth Banks, and the guy who was on The Office and on The Hangover. I forget his name. His name is Ed something. I can't remember. But the show is just hilarious. It's funny. Like I love this show. Like this show really is good. I really recommend you watch it. It's really funny. They're supposed to be making another season, but what happened was one of the dudes left, so basically, like, they're re-releasing the episodes that they already finished. So it's kind of I guess a reboot. They're starting over again. So, but I actually love this show. Like, it's so fun. Like, after the very first episode, I was hooked because I'm not a huge fan of the Muppets, but I do like the Muppets, and I love this. And actually, my favorite Muppets movie was the one that was Muppets from Space, because that's exactly what the same comedy has from it. It's adventurous. It's kind of edgy. It's not the classic Muppets where they're singing and dancing, and even though there's nothing wrong with that, but this Muppets has something for everybody, and I like it, and you should definitely check it out. So I give the Muppets. I guess I should just say the Muppets ABC, like Sonic 06.